Target has masterfully built an image as the place where you can find style, quality, and a little bit of joy, all without the sticker shock of a high-end department store. But what if that carefully polished image has a few cracks? We've looked into what current and former Target team members have to say, and their perspective changes everything. This is an insider's guide to shopping smarter, a look at the 9 items that Target employees are practically begging you to leave on the shelf. 1. Expired shelf-stable. Goods first on our list is not a single product, but a whole category that should make every shopper pause. Shelf-stable groceries. This includes things like jarred sauces, baby food, and other dry goods. We all operate under the basic assumption that food sold in a major retail store is fresh and safe to eat. However, stories from the aisles suggest this is a dangerous assumption to make at Target. One former market team leader recounted finding basil pesto sauce on the shelf that was dated for October of the previous year. Another employee shared a story about a customer wanting to buy sugar cookie dough, only for the employee to discover that every single one of the over 100 bags in stock had expired a full year before that day. Perhaps most disturbingly, the record for the oldest item found was a package of taco seasoning that was 4 years past its expiration date. Multiple employees have warned customers to always double-check the dates on baby food. One recalled that their store used to hold Freshness Fridays to clear out old products, and the baby food aisle was consistently terrible, with some items found to be 3 months out of code. There's a systemic problem, not enough staff or time to do the job properly. One former employee remembered getting into arguments with managers about the countless expired items and not having the hours to clear the shelves. Another was explicitly told by an executive team leader to forget about finding moldy products and to focus on other priorities instead. This reveals a troubling business decision from the top down. It appears that in the balancing act of running a store, comprehensive food safety checks are often sacrificed in favor of tasks deemed more important, like stocking shelves with fast-selling items. 2. Fresh produce. Next, we move to the produce section, a place where freshness should be guaranteed. Unfortunately, at many Target locations, it is anything but. Shoppers and even the personal shoppers who fulfill online orders describe the experience of picking produce at Target as a damn nightmare. The complaints are specific and consistent. Berries, especially strawberries, are frequently found to be moldy or rotting in their containers. Avocados are another major offender, with one person describing the dreadful feeling of their fingers going straight through the skin of a mushy, rotten avocado. Bagged salads are often wilted and past their prime, and stories of buying onions that look fine on the outside but are completely rotten inside are common. The problem is so widespread that in some online comparisons, Target is ranked as one of the worst major retailers for buying fresh produce. What makes this issue particularly frustrating is its inconsistency. Many employees and shoppers have noted a clear divide. Super Target locations, which have larger grocery sections and higher sales volume, tend to have much better produce than the smaller regular Target stores. The reason is simple. Higher turnover means products do not sit around as long. However, this creates a situation of inequitable access. If your neighborhood only has a regular Target, you are systematically being offered lower quality, older, and potentially less safe food than a shopper in a different neighborhood with a Super Target. This is not just a matter of preference. It is a structural flaw in Target's supply chain and stocking strategy. It shows a failure to maintain a consistent standard of quality across all its stores, undermining its ambition to be a reliable one-stop shop for groceries. 3. Market Pantry Frozen Pizza. Everyone loves a cheap and easy dinner, and at first glance, the Market Pantry frozen pizza seems like a budget-conscious dream. With prices hovering around $4 to $6, it is significantly cheaper than name brands like DiGiorno, which can cost more than twice as much. But employees and customers alike are sending out a clear warning. This is one deal that is too good to be true. The customer reviews are overwhelmingly negative, painting a picture of a truly disappointing meal. The crust is frequently described as tasting like cardboard, with a texture that is both stale and powdery. The cheese is called strange and off, while the sauce is bland and flavorless. The overall experience is so bad that multiple reviewers have called it a joyless pizza, with some of the harshest criticism coming from the most honest of food critics, their own children. In what might be the ultimate litmus test for a pizza's quality, several parents reported that their kids, who normally love any kind of pizza, took one bite and refused to eat any more. This is a perfect example of what is known as a false economy. The low price creates the illusion of savings, but the reality is a complete waste of money. A product that is purchased but is so inedible that it ends up in the trash represents a 100% financial loss. The few dollars you saved by choosing Market Pantry over a more reliable brand are meaningless if your entire purchase becomes food waste. In this scenario, you have not saved money. You have simply thrown it away. This serves as a critical lesson for any budget shopper. The true value of a product is not just its price, but its ability to fulfill its basic purpose. 4. Up and up diapers. For parents, the cost of diapers is a significant and relentless household expense. So when they see Target's Up and Up brand diapers for as low as 13 cents each, it is incredibly tempting. Compared to premium brands like Pampers or Huggies, which can easily cost 30 to 40 cents per diaper or more, the savings seem enormous. But as many tired parents have discovered, the upfront savings often lead to a lot of downstream costs and frustration. Independent lab tests and a mountain of parent reviews tell a story of poor performance, particularly in the two areas that matter most: absorption and leak protection. Users report that the diapers simply do not hold up. One parent described their experience with the diapers bursting and getting the absorbent gel material all over their baby. Another noted that the quality has declined significantly, calling the current version trash compared to older formulations. Poor absorption is not just an inconvenience. It can lead to health issues like diaper rash, as moisture is left sitting against a baby's sensitive skin. And every parent knows that a leaky diaper means more than just a quick change. It means extra loads of laundry for clothes and bedding, extra time spent on cleanup, and the potential for embarrassing messes while out of the house. 5. Heyday electronics. Walking through the electronics section at Target, it is hard to miss the Heyday brand. With its sleek, minimalist designs and trendy color palettes, it looks like a high-end tech brand, but with shockingly low prices. A pair of wireless earbuds for $10, a wireless charging puck for under $30, these items are designed to be the perfect impulse buy. Unfortunately, according to employees and a vast number of disappointed customers, that stylish exterior hides a product that is often borderline unusable. The list of complaints is long and covers the entire product line. The wireless earbuds are frequently called garbage, with users citing poor sound quality, a battery that dies quickly, and a design so ridiculously uncomfortable that they will not stay in your ears. The charging cables are notorious for simply stopping working after just a few months, and in some alarming cases, they have been reported to overheat, posing a potential fire hazard. Even the larger items, like the over-ear headphones, are described as feeling flimsy and cheap, with one reviewer reporting that their pair snapped in half after a simple 3-foot fall from a counter. This pattern of poor quality and short lifespan is not an accident. It is a business model. An employee revealed that some Heyday products, like the charging cables, are manufactured with an estimated 95% profit margin. This indicates that the cost of the materials and manufacturing is incredibly low. When you combine that with a stylish design and a low price point, you get a strategy that looks a lot like fast fashion for technology. The goal is not to sell you one durable product that will last for years. The goal is to sell you a cheap, attractive item that will break quickly, forcing you to come back and buy a replacement. This creates a cycle of consumption and disposal that is not only a drain on your wallet over time, but also contributes to the growing global problem of electronic waste. 6. Room essentials furniture. Every student heading off to college or a person moving into their first apartment knows the appeal of Target's Room Essentials furniture line. It promises functional, modern-looking pieces at rock-bottom prices. A 5-shelf bookcase for under $40 seems like an unbeatable deal for someone on a tight budget. However, employees who assemble these pieces for store displays and customers who have struggled with them at home offer a stark warning. The brand is widely considered the absolute bottom rung of the ladder in terms of quality at Target. The reason lies in the materials. Instead of solid wood, you will find particle board and medium-density fiber board, which are essentially wood scraps and sawdust held together with glue. These materials are notoriously prone to chipping, warping, and breaking. Customer reviews for flagship products like the 5-shelf bookcase are filled with frustration, calling it a wobbly piece of cheap junk. Many report that the pieces arrive damaged even when the shipping box is intact, a testament to how fragile the material is. Assembly is another common nightmare, with complaints of poorly drilled holes, terrible instructions, and missing hardware. When compared to a competitor like IKEA's Kallax unit, which is only slightly more expensive, the Room Essentials shelf is consistently rated as far less sturdy and durable. 7. Target brand footwear. Target's shoe department is a masterclass in affordable fashion. Brands like A New Day and Universal Thread excel at creating trendy dupes, stylish, low-cost versions of popular and much more expensive shoes from brands like Nike, Adidas, and New Balance. For the fashion-conscious shopper on a budget, it is an irresistible draw. You can get the look of the season for a fraction of the price, and many reviewers even praise the initial comfort of the shoes, thanks to features like memory foam insoles. But the secret to that low price lies in the construction, and it is a secret that ensures you will be back next season to buy another pair. The vast majority of these shoes are made with synthetic materials like faux leather and use a cemented construction method where the sole is simply glued to the upper part of the shoe. This type of construction is fast and cheap, but it is also the least durable. Over time, and often in a surprisingly short amount of time, the glue can fail, leading to the sole separating from the rest of the shoe. The synthetic materials are also prone to cracking, peeling, and scuffing far more easily than genuine leather. This is not a defect. It is the core of the business model. 8. Sonia Kashuk Makeup Brush. Sets for years, the Sonia Kashuk brand, sold exclusively at Target, built a stellar reputation among makeup enthusiasts. The individual brushes, typically with black handles and sold separately, were known for being an incredible value. High-quality, soft, durable brushes that performed as well as some luxury brands. This created a halo effect where the entire brand became associated with affordable excellence. However, shoppers should be extremely cautious when it comes to the brand's limited edition brush sets, which often appear during the holidays. These sets are beautifully packaged with decorative handles, making them seem like the perfect gift or a great way to build a collection. But there is a significant and consistent difference in quality between these sets and the individual brushes that built the brand's reputation. Reviews for the sets are filled with complaints that are rarely seen for the individual brushes. Users describe the bristles in the sets as scratchy and rough, shedding all over their face during application. The decorative handles, while pretty, are often just a thin coating that chips and flakes off after a few uses or washes, sometimes leaving glittery specks in your makeup. Many seasoned makeup users have concluded that the quality of these sets is far inferior to the individual brushes, and in some cases, even worse than cheaper brands like ELF's Studio line. This appears to be a classic case of a bait-and-switch of brand equity. The company leverages the trust and positive reputation earned by its quality core products to sell high-volume, lower-cost-to-produce gift sets to unsuspecting customers. 9. Wondershop Holiday and Seasonal Decor. Each year, the arrival of Target's Wondershop Holiday Collection is a major event for decorating enthusiasts. The aisles transform into a festive wonderland and shoppers eagerly browse the latest themes and styles. But in recent years, a growing sense of disappointment has emerged among many longtime fans. The primary complaint is that the collections have moved away from classic, timeless holiday designs and are instead heavily tied to fleeting interior design trends. One year, everything might have a farmhouse aesthetic with rustic wood and buffalo check patterns. The next might be Scandi minimalist, with muted colors and simple lines. While some individual items might be cute, the overall collections are often described as bland and boring and even cartoony, lacking the rich traditional feel that many people want for their holiday decor. This is not just a matter of changing tastes, it is a deliberate business strategy that benefits the retailer at the expense of the consumer. Home decor trends have a very short life cycle. The farmhouse Christmas that looks chic and current one year can feel dated and out of style just a few years later. By anchoring its holiday decor to these temporary trends, Target ensures that your collection will never feel complete or timeless. It creates a subtle pressure to update your decor every year to keep up with the new theme in the stores. This approach discourages the cherished tradition of building a collection of meaningful heirloom ornaments and decorations over time. Instead, it transforms holiday decorating into another form of fast fashion, designed to drive annual consumption. So, these are some of the critical secrets that nobody will tell you. And if you find this video helpful, then do hit that big subscribe button, share it with your friends, and click on the video popping up on your screen.